and welcome to the Quartz Home Coach Interior Design Challenge. Over the next few weeks, 5 designers will be going head-to-head to showcase their creativity, their style, and their effectiveness, all vying for a chance to win a share of over $1 million of cash and prizes. I'll be your host, Debbie Bissoon. Let's go.
Many were called, but these 5 designers made the cut. It's a battle of talent, creativity, and innovation as some of the best in design make their best pitches. Who will blow the competition away? Find out this week on Quartz Home Coach.
Hello, designers. Hi. Welcome to Quartz Constant Spring for your first challenge. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Anybody nervous?
A little bit.
Well, understandably so, right? So for your first challenge, in here we have 5 spaces and we want to get to know you. So the challenge is you have to use anything on the floor to decorate any one of the 5 spaces that you choose, and we must see your personality shining through. But there's a twist. So for this challenge, there are things in this Quartz store that Jamaicans love. So if you choose those things that you know that Jamaicans cannot do without, you will get some extra points. At the end of the challenge, the winner will be walking away with $100,000 Quartz credits. So you can use it. Yes, you can use it to decorate and purchase for, any personal projects that you may have. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's get designing.
We meet our designers as they take over Quartz Constant Spring for their first challenge.
Nicola, it's so good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Debbie.
Congratulations on making it this far in the competition.
You so much. Thank you so much.
Tell me a little bit about your journey. How long have you been designing for?
Wow, so the journey started in Canada. I've been designing a little over 4 years. Went to school there, finished, and I just found this great love for putting things together. And I've always been good with color, and I just said, let me see how this goes.
Oh, I can tell. I mean, the hair says it. Love that.
Thank you.
Love that. And is your style more traditional, or do you like to experiment?
A little bit of everything, to be honest. It just fit in any category: contemporary, modern, traditional. Again, it always comes back down to your clients. If you are a traditional person, I can give you a traditional look. I definitely don't limit myself as to, no, I'm really modern enough, so I don't really know where you go with that, 2021.
So the big question is, Nicola, will you win?
Absolutely. Who goes into a competition and not think of winning?
Melodia,
Yes.
you look ready.
Thank you.
Yeah, are you ready though?
I am.
Okay, good. Tell us how you started as a designer.
Well, I started business officially back in December 2020.
Okay.
Yes, but before that, it was just a hobby.
What do you mean by it's a hobby? Like you would just see a space and say, okay, let me put 2 things together, like that?
Like that. Like I
Really?
would just sit down for hours, like morning to midnight,
Okay,
and just design over and over again.
that's interesting. So
Yes.
what kind of a designer are you?
A mix, but most modern.
Okay, mostly
Yes.
modern stuff. Okay.
All right. So marble, glass, colors, a lot of colors, but also the muted colors, the black and whites, the grays, the neutrals. I love all of those colors.
Oh, yeah, so like you know your stuff for
Yes,
sure.
yes.
Okay, so the question is, and I'm asking everybody, will you win the competition?
Of course. I'm already told that I will win, so why should I say
You're
no?
told?
I'm told
By
by friends.
friend. Okay, but you're gonna say the Lord.
I should say the Lord. I should say it next time.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Debbie.
Lisa, this outfit is screaming, I am a designer.
Thank you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, I have to ask you, why did you decide to take on this competition?
When you own your own business, it's really important to put yourself out there. So I'm really hoping with this that I can put myself out there, get people to know who I am and what my business is and what my design style is like. And
Nice.
hopefully grow that way.
I think you will. But what's gonna give you the edge over all the other designers?
Well, I'm hoping that it's because I've been in so many different fields of interior design. I've learned a lot along the way, from hospitality and residential design to commercial design.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that gives me an edge.
Yeah, well, hey, we'll see. But, I'm asking everybody, will you be the winner at the end of the competition?
I can only hope. I mean, we're all talented people, so I can only hope that I shine and happen to win.
All right, well, fingers crossed, right?
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
Right.
Fingers crossed.
All of them.
Hi, Jodine.
Hi, Debbie.
No, listen, your personality is so bubbly and bright.
Thank you so much.
Is that a reflection of your style of designing?
Definitely, 100%.
Okay, so how long have you been a designer?
I would roughly say 3 years estimatedly so far, and it's been wonderful. For
Okay.
sure.
Okay, all right, nice. What do you enjoy most about designing?
Getting to know my client's lifestyle. I find that a part of my design style is once I've learned my client's lifestyle, I incorporate that element into my design itself. For me, that's it. I want to walk into a space and definitely see my client's personality into the space. So that just pretty much created my impulse with design.
And you win?
Definitely. I've already budgeted out. Yes, dear.
Drops mic. Hi, Lori.
Hi, Debbie.
I love your shirt. It says
Thank you,
attitude.
thank you.
Yeah,
Y'all
sure,
see
show the
it.
people, right? Yeah, we see it. What kind of attitude are you coming into this competition with?
Well, Debbie, it's a positive one. And it's a positive one for me primarily because I'm not, the traditional, I'm not a trained or certified interior designer. I'm just passionate.
Okay.
And I think passion is valuable.
But how
So,
long have you been designing?
I have been designing, but more in the event space for about 3 years. That experience would have definitely taught me to understand space, dimensions. It would have definitely taught me to handle, client expectations or, just briefs in general and meeting expectations. It would have taught me project management. It would have taught me how to deal with contractors and suppliers. So I think all of that is very critical, even though it's a different space. It's still the same mind frame. It's still the same eye for detail that's required.
Very true.
So I think I have that.
Okay, all right. She says you have it, but will you win the competition?
Well, we'll just have to see.
The designers make their pitch when Quartz Home Coach returns. Home Coach JA is pleased to welcome our official title sponsor of the Home Coach Interior Design Challenge. Quartz, bringing value home. The Quartz Home Coach Interior Design Challenge. Sundays at 5:30 p.m. on TVJ.
From generation to generation, Jamaicans have depended on J&B Bank to make the pride and joy of providing a safe place for their families possible. Now, with no processing fees and no down payment mortgage options, you can open the door to your own sweet home, a legacy to hand to your next generation. Visit jnbank.com to get pre-approved today. J&B Bank will help you find a way.
Home Coach JA welcomes Berger Paints, our paint partner of choice for the Quartz Home Coach Interior Design Challenge. Berger Paints, for lasting beauty and protection. The Quartz Home Coach Interior Design Challenge, Sundays at 5:30 p.m. on TVJ.
Buying a home is a significant milestone, but before you purchase your home, you're going to need some savings to pay for your deposit and any additional costs. Some vendors require a 5 to 15% deposit, as well as you'll have to cover any escalation, legal fees, or additional costs that may come up. One tip in how to achieve your goal is to set a budget and stick to it. Additionally, you may want to open a savings account dedicated to your home purchase and set up an automatic transfer so that your savings goes to this account religiously every month. Ensure to keep this home purchase account off limits. Resist the urge to treat yourself and ensure that you send any bonuses or NHT refunds directly to this account. Remember to be realistic about your expenses, including those small day-to-day transactions. So now you have your savings, the next thing to do is to look for the property you want. Think about your needs. Do you want a house with a yard or do you want to live in a complex? What are your must-haves?
You can achieve your own sweet home. Get a pre-approved JN Bank mortgage today.
Quartz Home Coach now continues. Our designers have just 45 minutes to compete for items from the Quartz Constant Spring store floor as they put together an iconic bedroom space. In addition, they must incorporate something in the space that's uniquely Jamaican. Now let's get designing.
Charlene, oh my God, whole heap of action happening around the place. The designers are busy, right?
Buzzing.
They have a limited time, lots to do in a limited time, and a limited space as well.
Right.
What are some of the things that they should be looking for?
Okay, so one of the first things I'm looking at is the use of the space.
Okay.
Because we want to try and showcase as much as we can, but it has to be done tastefully and artfully. So that is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
All right, so that's
Okay.
one of the first
All
things.
right, nice.
Possible.
Well, I can't wait to see it. As part of the challenge as well is that the designers must include some items that is a must-have for Jamaicans usually.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
inside their space. So
Yes.
I can't wait to see what they choose.
I think for the most part, the designers have a pretty good command of what is expected, and they are up to the challenge.
Well, let us see. I think this is going to be a tight match, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
it
It is on.
It is.
Let's
on.
see, Charlene, let's go
I'm
look.
excited, so excited.
Go look and tell me what's happening.
So over by Lori here, so
Yeah.
now, Lori.
Hi.
Man, I can tell you're having fun because I'm see all the shoes come off already.
You
It's
know,
so
you have to get
comfortable.
down, you have to get down and dirty
So tell me, I'm looking at your space and I'm thinking about the pieces that you've chosen.
Right.
What's the design idea? Give me an
Alright,
idea
so
where
the
you're
design
going.
idea is essentially to complement what's existing. So I'm just trying to complement the paint color that's here,
Right.
as well as bringing some darker colors here
Right.
with the carpet to kind of bring it all together. We have some deep browns, have some yellows, some beige. So it's just tones that work well together.
Right.
That's what I'm working with.
Very good job so far. I think
Thanks.
you're on track.
Thank you.
right.
Thank you.
Oh, hi, Mel.
Hey.
I can see that you're on your way and sorting out your room.
Yes.
All right, so I know you're using a really bold color over here.
Yes.
Give me the thinking behind putting the pieces together, even though you have a really bold color in a small space.
All right, so because it's so bold, I don't want to overpower the color palette in here. So I'm trying to neutralize everything
Right.
as much as possible without killing the color.
Okay.
So I bring it back in pieces, you know, a little flower
right.
here and there, and then a little art. But then I bring back the neutral to it.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
So
I
that's
notice you use
basically
a gray. Can you say if this is complementary to the pink or it was just something that was available that you decided to use?
It was both available and a little bit complementary. I was going for a whiter, a more brighter color, but you know, so I had to take what I got.
Work with what you have.
Yes.
Right, and it's not a bad choice because it complements this pink and it
ties
mellows it out nicely. The neutral is really good with the bright color. So you're on your way.
Thank you.
Jody. Whoa, I'm a little in this bed.
Hi.
No, sir.
I know, right?
Yeah, I like
Looks
this.
very
This,
welcoming and
this.
cozy. Yeah.
All right, so I notice you have a mixture of furniture. I notice they're not matching. Just talk to me about that.
All right, so I'm playing with tones in this space. Because the walls is such a bold color, I'm trying to utilize textural elements with the furniture colors to kind of calm things down.
Okay.
So even though there are some mixed tones, if you actually realize this and this match, but that and the side table matches,
noticed.
and I calm things down too with the front. So everything is neutral base, kind of calming it down, but still adding back some textural elements into it.
Okay, I noticed you didn't use anything on the walls. Is that deliberate or?
It's deliberate.
Why?
Okay, one, I have this gorgeous mirror here, and I find that with this bold color, you need that mirror to kind of play on some reflection and assist with the lighting layering into the space.
Okay.
So it just kind of keeps the coolness, the reflection into the space, and let the color speak the volume into the space.
Yeah, it's also a very warm color, right? And the bed I see is cooling down things right here, right?
Little pastels in the mix as well.
There you go. Good job.
Thank you.
Right. Lisa.
I'm like, hi.
What on?
I'm like panic, trying to figure this out.
Oh, you're panicking? Why?
Because like trying to find matching pieces in a showroom where they're trying to sell other things too. It's
a bit difficult trying to source exactly the item that you need, especially when others are trying to grab your same item.
Right.
I like to accessorize last. I look for large key items to fill the space, and I do like minimalism, so I'm not trying to go for too much of one, too much clutter, but I also want it to show personality.
Okay, I noticed though, out of all the other designers, you have one of the bigger pods.
Yeah.
Talk to me now about scale and proportion. How does that work in here?
Wow, that was a bit challenging. I'm struggling to find a nice tall potted plant for the corner there, because it seems it needs something. It's not exactly what I want or what I've hoped for, but given the limitations on what we had, I think I've put something together.
Okay, all right. Nice talking to you, Lisa.
Nice talking to
all
you.
right. Nicola.
Hi.
How you do?
I'm good.
It looks like you got a quad.
Yes,
yes.
Quad this slim.
Yeah. But I think you made a really good use of the space.
Right.
Right. But before we go there, so tell me, what was the inspiration behind this color scheme?
All right, the color scheme started with the art. I always tell my clients you have to start somewhere. You can like all the colors in the world, but if you don't have a start as to a picture, a collage or something you saved. So when I started art, I was like, okay, I'm picking up the colors from this. Because from early I started to look around as to, all right, what does Quartz have that I can play around with? And I wouldn't be like pulling my hair out. So that's where I started.
Okay. One of the interesting things that I noticed that you did, right, is that you used a mirror as a tray on the bed.
Yes.
Talk to me about that. Well, that is ingenious.
Thank you.
Yes.
But you know what? I actually was looking for a tray and I realized that I didn't have any. So I just worked with my partner and I'm like, let's get creative. That's me. That's normally my go-to. I mean, if a person walk in here right now, they could imagine
a tray on the bed. And that is what we're really trying to showcase. Just to show persons how they can repurpose items.
That's right. That's why designers judge designers.
Designers, your time is up. Drop the furniture, drop the cushions, the throws, drop the whatnot, drop the TV. Nicola, time is up. That's it. Judging time.
Who will make the winning pitch? More on Quartz Home Coach after the break. Home Coach JA is pleased to welcome our official title sponsor of the Home Coach Interior Design Challenge. Quartz, bringing value home. The Quartz Home Coach Interior Design Challenge. Sundays at 5:30 p.m. on TVJ.
The National Housing Trust brings you improved services online at any time, any place. Find out how much you can borrow. Check your contributions. Apply for refunds. Check mortgage. Make payments and much more. That's NHT Online. Download at the App Store and Google Play Store or log on to online.nht.gov.jm. The National Housing Trust. Online.
Quartz Home Coach now continues.
Hi designers.
Hi.
Well, let me first congratulate everybody on an execution for your assignment inside Quartz. So clap yourselves. Woo. Now we've been walking around, we've been looking at your executions, and while we feel like some of you hit it out the park, others missed the mark. Jason, our home coach, will be carrying us through the challenges for the season.
Okay.
So he will be able to communicate what the desires of the clients will be and how well you all are coming close to that request. All right. So Charlene, our resident interior designer here at Quartz, is going to be going through just her thoughts from her professional side.
I think that your time was used very well. I think a lot of you got your pieces, and even though it looked a little chaotic and I was a little nervous for some of you pulled it off, and for that, kudos to you. Right? Okay, so one of the things that I noticed is that some persons didn't use the space adequately. Some persons got really big rooms that I thought that they could have used more efficiently, because if it's one thing we know, courts no short of furniture. We have everything, all right? But I know you are working under crunch, and sometimes this is a little difficult. So I know where you are, and I understand.
Nicola, you had a smaller than usual space. And in that room, I think we all agreed that you managed to pull out as much as you could with the size of the space. Maybe, in my opinion, and this is something that Charlene and I were differing on, is that I think it could have done with a little less things in the space. Charlene felt that everything in there worked.
Yes.
Right? All right. Lisa, you got one of the bigger pods. In fact, your pod is so big you can accommodate everybody. But I found as well that, and I think we both agreed on this one as well, Charlene, that even though it's a big space, there is still so much more, and you yourself, you've agreed with that as well, that you could have done more inside the space, especially in that back area there where you have that empty space with the wardrobe, right? However, we liked the minimalistic layout. We love the colors that you chose and how you chose to incorporate it back with the plants and with the design of the sheet sets and that little space right there that we're all enjoying, which is so effective in that space. So we love that for you.
Yeah.
All right. Jodine had one of the bigger spaces as well. Yes, with that lovely bright accent wall. Lots to do there. Charlene, you want to take this one?
Oh yes, I certainly can. So the color that Jodine was working with was really bold, right? And that can prove a little challenging for some designers, right? And I know as you continue, you will learn how to use the colors to your benefit, right? And to your client's benefit. But I honestly believe that the position of the dresser is what took away from a lot of the real estate that you had. The footprint was reduced because of how you positioned the dresser. Where you placed your chair with your Jamaican piece, if you had moved the bed over, removed the dresser from where it was and put it on the other wall, you would have gotten so much more space, because I had to walk sideways to go on that side of the room. Okay. So for that, you lost some points for that. Okay.
I love the touch of the drum, because it was as funky as your personality. And so we saw your personality coming through with that. So, and I also thought that you could have maybe added something to the wall in addition to that mirror, because there was still a beautiful space there above the bed to be used. So nevertheless, I think you did pretty good with the time given.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, so kudos to you. Melodia. I don't know why I keep singing your name every time I call it Melodia. So you're one of the ones who got a smaller space, right?
So one of the first things that I noticed in your room, Mel, is that the art on the wall and the mirror, there was no cohesion there. I couldn't figure out why, if you wanted to use the painting or if you should, you understand, there's no cohesion. You have a pink wall already. That is already a bold statement. So you have to minimize the amount of pink that you use in the room. And you are using quite a few pieces. You could also have used different values of pink. You understand? That would add interest. So you have a soft pink, you have a baby pink, you have any shade that goes down from the wall color would create more interest in your room.
It's a small space, so you managed to pull it in there. And yeah, you Jamaicanized it with your plant, as you said. You're bringing the nature inside. Yes.
We're gonna get to Lori
right now. Yes.
Okay. So Lori, your space is one of my personal favorite, right? But what I noticed is that your focal point piece And in a design, your focal point is extremely important because that is the piece that is going to pull you in. And it must be interesting, and it also should tie the space together. So kudos for picking a really interesting piece. My issue with it is the positioning, because most of the mirror or a part of it is below the bed. That is a design no-no.
Okay. So designers, after much deliberation, let's start at our third place designer. Are you ready?
Yes.
You sure?
Positive.
Okay, Lisa looks very, very, very nervous.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so for third place, we have Lisa. Lisa, we give you third place. Okay. Second place is Lori.
Lori!
And Nicola is our winner.
Yes! I told you.
I do believe I should have won, but design is very subjective.
You better believe.
I actually liked Nicola's design.
Nicola, congratulations on winning. You executed very well. And yeah, you are the winner of this first challenge.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Well, our trusty home coach, Jason, who you'll be seeing a lot more of, he is the man with the prizes. Jason? Nicola, you've won $100,000 Quartz credit.
But I want a fridge long time, I say. With $100,000, I'm definitely looking at a few things that I could get. Quartz definitely have a variety of choices, so whatever it is that I choose is definitely something I'll need.
I have no sofa at home right now. I really wanted a sofa.
Of course, I had plans for the $100,000. You know, but me and Nicola is very close, so I hope I can at least get a toaster out of it. Clear throat.
Designers, are you ready for the next round of competition?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Okay. Let's get designing.
Yeah.